All right, guys. What we're going to go through now is kind of the wrap-up. This is going to tie together a lot of the things that we've talked about and try to get you refocused. You know, we've hit you with a lot of great information this weekend. Now it's up to you to take it and run with it. And this is as simple as it is. Everyone's looking for a push-button system. And there's a million things to do online. There's a ton of things to choose from. You're going to be pulled all different directions. But if you follow these steps, copy and model what Liz and I have told you to do, it's as simple as that. It's truly as simple as this. The big thing is taking action. There's a big difference between learning and taking notes and completing courses and feeling good that you know how things work, and then taking action on is a totally different ballgame. You know, you can have $1 million idea, but if it just sits in your notebook, it means nothing. So even taking action is just something before step one. You've got to just be able to take action before you even do step one. So get your mind ready for success. There are some of you that are sitting here, some of you that are at home maybe watching this, you're not ready. You truly don't believe you can do this. And you've almost got to be honest with yourself. Are you one of those people? Are you ready? And, there's just some people that don't even think about failure. They just don't even worry about it. There's other people that don't think about taking action. They just, they're moving and taking action immediately. And then there's other people that are hesitant, are scared. It's like the story of a high percent of the people that buy lottery tickets never check if they're a winner or not. They feel better. They've got this ticket. I could be $1 million winner. They don't want to check if they won or not because that means they're going to be a loser. So with these actions, same way. Some people are scared to take action because I might fail. And more than, you are going to have sites that are kind of, not the greatest. Your first one's not going to be anything special. It's going to get better. We went through that whole process of showing my stuff where my first sales processes sucked, still made money. So that's, don't think of the negative, think of the positive. It's building blocks. You just keep on going and going and going. You're going to get better. You're going to get more refined. Your sites are going to be better. Your subscribers are going to go from 1. I started with 1 subscriber. Liz, did you start with 10,000 subscribers or 1? What was your...
I right off that.
You did do squad. What? Yeah, I shouldn't even be asking Liz a question ever. But everyone starts with their first dollar, and everyone starts with their first subscriber, myself included. And you feel good about it. Then all of a sudden, before you know it, you've got $10 coming in, you got 10 subscribers. So it's that first taking action. Setting up your work rules. We went through those, your success rules, your work rules. Just don't write them down. Don't keep them in your notebook. Implement them. Take action. And you don't have to have them exactly what I said. If Sunday nights I suggested Sundays, setting up your schedule for the next work week. I run mine Monday through Sunday, kind of my schedule from the restaurant days. If that doesn't work for you, that's fine. If you've got a Monday off, and that's the day you want to set your schedule for even that day on, do it in the morning. Whatever works for you. But get some type of rules. If you want to chunk down your time, Liz had suggested that, and I know from my past psychology that you learn best in 25-minute increments. Chunking down your time, chunking down the jobs, break it down that way, whatever works for you. If you're the type of person that can't work 4 hours and can only work half an hour at a time, then do it. Then during that 30 minutes, write down what you're going to do. If you set little goals for yourself, I'm going to get this project done, and then my treat is whatever. If it's something big like a trip, if it's something small like a bowl of ice cream, set even little play games with yourself. Or wrap your family into it. Hey, once Daddy gets his blog up, we're going to go out for ice cream. But you got to be quiet, otherwise we can't get it up. It'll be amazing how that helps bribe your kids. Do your niche research and pick one niche. All of you have a notebook full of ideas and a head full of ideas and file folders full of ideas. you're even still presenting us with 10 different ideas. Now, maybe you're looking at us to, pick the best one, which is fine. But if, when you're talking to Liz and myself and you're going, yeah, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this. No. You should be saying, okay, here's 10 ideas. What is the one that's going to work the best? And at home, when you get home, do the niche research and figure out which one is going to work the best. And maybe prioritize it. Here's the first one. Maybe here's the second one. The first one you're going to work on, and in a bit you're going to see some rules that if that's a loser, you're cutting it, and then you're going on the second one. But yeah, do the niche research, pick one. And then from that, just because you picked a niche doesn't mean your job is done. You've got to pick one idea from that. You can't just say, okay, I've got my niche. It's dog grooming. And then be throwing 10 ideas into that. All right, I'm going to do this ebook for dog groomers, and then I'm going to do videos for dog groomers. Then I'm going to, you need to, within that niche, go with one idea. Liz talked to you about having a lot of different niches and stuff like that, but she still works at one at a time, gets it to a point of making money, then she moves on to the next one. I'm different than that. I would suggest getting one niche, go narrow and deep, meaning have multiple products within that niche. Kind of like what we're doing within internet marketing. Multiple products, multiple income streams, multiple ways to pass traffic back and forth, multiple ways to build your list, but all within that one niche. Again, after you're making too much money in that one idea, then you can jump over and do something else. But let's just get you up to a point of where you're going, I'm making too much money. That's not going to happen. You always want more. You always want more. And remember that you can get rid of your sticking points. Always remember that through all of these steps. Outsourcing. Sometimes you can get rid of a sticking point or a frustration for $10, $20. And that's what you need to do to get up there to $5,000 a month. I mean, you can. I guess Liz made it all the way up there without doing much outsourcing. But if you want to do it quickly, there's a huge learning curve of, okay, I got to learn to do graphics for my site. I got to learn how to do HTML editing. I need to do this, that. I'm all for you guys getting up to, that 500, 1,000, 5,000 as quick as possible. And outsource is going to get you there as quick as possible. Yeah, if I went to outsourced, well, what it does is also limits your ideas. You get to a point of being maybe okay with graphics and okay with HTML, and and you can do okay. But all of a sudden, what if you have a great idea for a software thing? So this way to track for dog groomers, to track their clientele and all this stuff. Well, right there's no way you're going to be able to stop what you're doing, stop your business, and learn programming, learn coding. Because you've just stopped your business. You've stopped marketing and advertising. So at that point, you can throw in outsourcing and take your business to the next level. I still see people writing, so I will hold off a bit. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, always be building a list. Step 5. Always be sitting there thinking, okay, how can I build a list? How can I build a list the quickest? How can I even build multiple lists? We talked about how you're throwing traffic back and forth between different projects and making money on all the different ways and the zip files and on the download pages. And there's not many steps here. So, you get to a point where this is how you make your money. And just doing some simple things. I showed you how simple tweaks with the sales processes, adding certain things, double, triple, quadruple. In my last launch, I would say at least 5 times the amount of sales if I went with a different sales process. Easily. Maybe even 10 times more money I made. But you need to pick one way to start building your list. There are tons of ways, but start with that first way. All right, I'm going, and write it down. After you pick your niche and you know exactly what you're going to do, you're going to maybe sell a product. You're going to start building your list then for that product. You're going to do it this way. I'm going to create a report and a little software product to give away. That's how I build my list. You need to first do that first step. Then you can say, okay, how am I going to make more money that way? I'm going to send them to my product. I'm going to send them down, the download bonus pages, the PS bonuses. But you've got to start with that first step. Don't pick 10 things. You can jot down 10 things, but you're going to pick the first way you're going to build your list. Then you're going to start building it out in as many ways as possible. But it starts with that picking that one. Yeah, people are still, they have too many ideas. You got to break it down and just do one thing at a time. One niche, one product, one way to build your list. Then you're going to be creating a blog in your niche. And you're going to be putting that blog, you're going to be using WordPress script. You're going to be putting that on your own domain. You can do a search on the best plugins. And again, this can be all outsourced. Now, I've never installed the WordPress thing, but it's as simple as pushing a button in the cPanel, right? And it installs it. I have installed the plugins. That's super easy. You just go into admin. You download it, and bam, it's or FTP it up, and and then activate it, and it's ready to go. But again, you don't even have to do this. You can get to install a script, add a theme that you found, the graphic type things. Give them a list of 10 plugins, where to find them, and they will do and make some other changes and tweaks on the theme itself. $10, $20. So if you're sitting there going, God, I can't put up a blog. You're basically saying, I can't spend $20 to get a blog up. Next one is, you're going to then be adding in multiple ways to make money. And we've talked about all the different processes and ways. You're going to start adding those one at a time. Go from my list. What I like to do is, again, a combination of the easiest thing and the one that will make me the most money. Doing the one that makes you the most money, if it takes you too long, that's not the way to do it. I would always suggest doing the easiest one first. Get that going, because at least it'll be making some money. Then in this whole process, add in the second one. So you're going to have your master list, pick the easiest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we try to do that in our business too. And I said, I'm not perfect at all. I still have sites that we need to improve. And they've been around for 2 years, 2.5 years. Next one is get good at 2 to 3 traffic systems. You can pay attention to 15, 20, kind of know what's working, what's not. And here's one thing we didn't do. Now, Liz, I'm not sure if you teach how, and maybe James, if you could give her a mic in case what I'm saying goes against what she thinks. But you've got to pick 2 to 3 traffic systems. What I have done and seen people do is they go to Google, they look up your keyword, you look to see what Google is giving for results in the first and second page. Are they showing videos? Are they showing articles? That's what you possibly start with for your traffic systems, because Google is showing what your niche really wants to see. Snowboarders, they're not going to want to read an article. They're going to want to probably see videos. Or that's my guess. I'm not in that niche, but that's my guess. They're going to want to see videos. Google knows what people are wanting. They put things on the first page, but they also pay attention to how many people click on the links and how long they stay on those sites. If they've moved something up on their first page, because they want to give a good visitor experience, people click there, that's not what I want, and they click right back. They know that, and they start bumping those sites down. How do you decide on the traffic systems you use for a niche, Liz?
Well, when I got started, it was a totally different ballgame than what I do now. Now it's pretty much I start with having my own affiliate program. That's